Week 6 recap and Week 7 projection. I am Brandon Butt, also known as the second place Pimpinay Breezy, obviously the team that's going to win this year. First off, we're going to look at the top plays of Week 6.
Caught by Jordy Nelson. He's going all the way. 93 yards. And a Lambeau leap. They talk about the champion. This is what the sex. What it looks like. Being the best. What it looks like. To be a cut up of the rest. What it looks like. Being the best. What it looks like. To be a cut up of the rest. What it looks like. Being the best. What it looks like. To be a cut up of the rest. What it looks like. Being the best. What it looks like. To be a cut up of the rest. 53-yard attempt. They're going to fake it. Lecter throws wide open. Kevin Moss, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Raiders! King. Oh, secondary across the football. Recovered in the end zone. Touchdown. First and 10. Pierre Garçon. Oh, he fumbled the ball. It's picked up on the play with the ball. Dunlap. Look at the big man. Take it for 6. Revis interception. Down the side, cuts back to this side, one block, and he's gone. Jerome Revis all the way home. 100 yards. Touchdown, New York Jets.
Hey, welcome back. First, we're going to start off with Week 6 studs of the week. Aaron Rodgers, number 5, Fred Jackson, number 4, Frank Gore, number 3, Turner, number 2. And obviously, Ahmad Bradshaw, an outrageous week with 104 yards, 3 touchdowns. He was playing against the number 29 for defense, the Buffalo Bills. Luckily, they actually have some good offense because their defense is absolutely garbage this year. And obviously with Buffalo Bills, I'm just thinking that they pretty much just are doing what the Toronto Maple Leafs are doing right now, and they won a couple games, and now they're just going to tank. So we'll see what happens with that. Moving on to the duds now of Week 6. Pierre Garçon, bad week. Jermichael Finley, Rex Grossman, absolutely garbage. Roddy White, number 2, and Ryan Terrain. I'm so happy that I gave him to the Benchwarmers. I think that the main reason why Benchwarmers actually acquired Ryan Terrain was because he fit the team name really well as a Benchwarmer. And I'm very, very happy that I got rid of him while I had the chance. Looking at Week 7 studs, the projections for this. I put McFadden as number 5, Rice as number 4, 3 is obviously Calvin Johnson, number 2 is Ryan Matthews, and Aaron Rodgers is number 1. He is an absolutely fantastic quarterback. I'm projecting 380 yards, 3 to 5 touchdowns because he is playing Minnesota. Absolutely garbage team. He's playing the number 24 for defense, which is Minnesota Vikings. I just think they're going to completely trample over them and just completely destroy the heck out of them. Looking at the duds now for Week 7, I'm going to say Cam Newton, obviously at number 4. He's getting a lot worse. I think that he had a couple good weeks and he got a little confidence. In my opinion, he looks a lot like Michael Jackson. I mean, that's no relevance, but I just had to say that. And anybody that looks like Michael Jackson clearly can't be a good quarterback. Number 1, obviously, clearly, Mark Sanchez. Probably the worst quarterback, in my opinion, in the NFL. Just completely, absolutely garbage. I mean, he's playing the number 2 San Diego, and I think that he's going to get completely annihilated. He's just going to completely do a bunch of scrambling. 2 interceptions at least. I think he's just going to go around and he's going to just pass the ball and make horrible plays because clearly he's not good. The biggest trade of Week 6 would be Rushing Renegades and Team Ogre. I mean, he pretty much gave up a lot. He gave up Michael Vick, who clearly is better than Michael Jackson, a.k.a. Cam Newton. And he gave up Dustin Keller as well, Percy Harvin, a second-round pick. I mean, obviously the upside clearly goes for Ogre. And while we are talking about Rushing Renegades, Chris Johnson was on a bye week last week, and apparently this is what he was doing while he was on his bye week. Um, he was a little busy, if you ask me. By the way, this is his song that he wrote himself, and you wouldn't know it because you'd think that he's actually good. Gonna have to say that's enough of that song. Gets tiring. Okay, now on to the next. We're gonna look at Rookie Watch. Obviously, Cam Newton is completely annihilating Andy Dalton. Also, Mike Ingram is taking the win right now. He's over Daniel Thomas. I mean, you're playing against you're competing against a Miami Dolphins running back, and I mean, look at Reggie Bush right now. He's absolute garbage as well. So I mean, they absolutely need to get somebody new in Miami because neither of them are anything special right now. Looking at AJ Green, obviously he's basically raping everybody. Doug Baldwin actually is doing something well, and I think Rushing Renegades picked him up. So you know what, that might actually improve his team, and there might be a chance that he's going to actually make the playoffs. So we'll see. And also Greg Little now he's on the bench warmers, so we'll see if he can actually do something on that team. Or maybe he will follow Ridley, and he will also follow Ryan Terrain as another bench warmer. Looking at the matchups, we'll look at a couple of the matchups this week. Pimpin' Ain't Breezy versus Brady's Bunch. Obviously, I'm going to completely annihilate them since he doesn't have any of his main cores playing right now. He's also locked. And the funny thing is, he's actually in 4th place, so what does that say about that division? Now looking at Benchwarmers versus Laws. Laws, I absolutely destroyed him, and it was quite funny. So I think that my brother is also going to do probably the same since he is a 1-5 team, and I think he's probably going to only win one game this year. Now looking on to James Reddy and Superchargers. This is clearly going to be the worst week yet. I think that you'll be lucky to see if these guys get 80 points. Obviously, they'll get 80 points between the two, but I think that they might, get 80 points each at most. Basically, it's going to be an absolutely horrible game. It's going to be basically like watching an NFL game of Denver versus Miami. It's just going to be the most pointless time of your life to watch them. Rushing Renegades versus Anything Goes. Basically, Anything Goes needs a quarterback to even compete. I mean, Rushing Renegades now has Chris Johnson back, so apparently, I guess he came back from his recording, and I think let's see how he does now, or maybe he will actually switch over to music. And too bad for Rushing Renegades, you don't get points for selling lots of records. So we'll see how that works. Trading block right now. Benchwarmers needs a first and he's willing to give up a first and second, and he actually wants a running back. He doesn't want a wide receiver anymore. I should have changed that. For me, I'm looking at giving up Reggie Wayne and a first. I mean, Peyton Manning's out right now, but Christian what's his name's getting a lot better, and Curtis Painter. So we'll see what happens with him. Team Ogre definitely should be giving up Tony Romo. And I think that two guys are going to be fighting for that, and I think that's going to be Winning and Gridiron. I mean, Gridiron has somebody on the IR, Peyton Manning, and he has Andy Dalton, who is a ginger, whatever. And I think that winning definitely needs a new quarterback. Mark Sanchez is not an NFL quarterback. I could probably be a better quarterback than him. So we'll definitely see what happens with that. I mean, I think winning definitely should be looking into Tony Romo. I mean, there's nothing super awesome about Tony Romo, but I think that he'll be better than Sanchez. So we'll see what happens there. So that's all that we have for the week 6, week 7. Stay in touch for next week's video. And that's Brandon Butt.